Yes. Mr. should be here and is up.
Just Discord call him.
I'm gonna!
Gives a nice little ring.
He won't be in Spore Wars if he doesn't show up. I don't know what else
to say. He won't be able to fight for his country.
Gonna give him 4 more minutes and then I'm calling.
Speaking of fighting for your country, me and my friends have been playing a lot of Battlefront again. And one tried to start up a Star Wars game, but then scheduling fucked us over.
In my campaign, they completely skipped like the whole aspect of what they can gain from the elves, because the only elf in the party hates elves. Like to the point that they're like, nope, I'm not gonna bother with elves. I hate them. But you are the only elf. Yes, that's why I hate them.
Is their name Freerun?
Hey, it does tie in with his original background of like getting kicked out, but like.
Okay. Hey, he's on call. There's no way we can fight that, so I can't blame him for that. We'll replace Morris with Athenor here. Here we go. Where's Morris is 42. Athenor is now 42.
It's Tony's weekend.
Let us spell strike and kill her immediately.
Yeah. See what happens. See what happens.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
No.
See what happens.
I turned into a celestial crab, I forgot.
Yes.
Sure. Whatever. Yes. Absolutely.
Sure, whatever.
The god of crab.
Yes.
I've become final evolution of the final form of a crab.
Bramble is so checked out at this point.
Does that just mean you're locked in for Spore War?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Another fantastic campaign written by Paizo.
So much so that I think after this, I should suggest a different campaign to you instead of Spore Wars. One that's very close and dear to my heart called 50 Shades of Blood.
I've never heard of that.
Neither have I.
Shades of Blood.
50 Shades of Grey.
Yes. Vampire adventure.
Bramble Bear promised us peace.
The fucking talking bear lied again.
God damn it.
God damn it.
All right, so
still
can't keep getting away with this.
So everyone fill Dante in on what they missed since they were last here.
How long ago was that?
I don't know.
Okay, what's the last thing you remember?
We had just stepped through, or like we were just about to step through the portal to come to the Plane of Wood, from what I remember. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So like in game, like that's 2 months ago or something.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
50 days of which we were simply doing like bullshit. Okay, so we stepped out of the Plane of Wood and we found out that Ruzadoya has obviously stepped forward. She told them that she was like a chosen of Zibik, and they blindly trusted her, and that we were coming to kill her and kill Zibik and do all kind of crap. So after a little bit of convincing, they took us to their town that we had to work for like some weeks in order to like
during a chase for Ruzadoya.
Yes, that's obvious that we are trying to match her. So eventually we made the whole civilization of theirs crumble by introducing nice concepts like lying, money, slavery, and how to use their children to make money.
They were terrible.
And eventually,
They were terrible,
after-
Athanor.
after we did all that, we figured out that we could simply have lied similarly to Ruzadoya and gain that same information, which was that we need to track down some of Zibik's like spirit guardians, wardens, whatever, to learn his location. It took us about a week to go from one to another, so we had to find 4 of them because the first one was dead, and the other 3 didn't know where Zibik was. But if we gathered the mushrooms from them, we could communicate with the dead one who knew where Zibik was to guide us to Zibik.
What about the
After
super
this-
marriage?
Oh yeah,
So-
Ereshad wanted to marry all of the players.
Excuse me.
I conveniently have removed some of my memories. Thank you very much.
I conveniently removed my recollection of such events for my own sanity, I assure you.
The players
Yeah,
also in these travels ran into a pathfinder who was kidnapped by Ruzadoya, who led Ruzadoya to where she needed to go, and then conveniently traveling with us for weeks did not tell us the location we were looking for that they had already been to.
Yes.
Yes, and he also
Nice.
didn't know how to go back to Ruzadoya that he has just escaped from and found us. So after all that, we finally found where Zibik was. We chased in our way here. There was like this maze, and we interrupted Ruzadoya's trying to convince Zibik that he should destroy both. He should go out and destroy both of the countries. And as soon as we interject and go, no, Zibik, she's not your chosen, like she's lying to you, and she's a demon's follower, and yada yada, Zibik turns and says, yeah, sure, I know all that.
Yada yada. Okay, yeah,
Yada.
okay.
Like blank.
The TLDR there is that Ruzadoya came here claiming to be a champion of Zibik. Zibik is like, no, nah.
You come into my house, tell me you're my champion. I've never met you before. This is the first time we're talking.
Sorry, who are you?
Yeah.
New phone, who did?
Who?
The
Please-
thing is that
Get out of
Don't-
my house.
he told her that after supposedly she's been here like a couple of weeks because we took so much time
Month.
going
A
from one
month.
place to another to reach that place. Yes, and right when we go, no, stop, we're here to protect you. He's like, oh yeah, I already know. I know that he's like Three Razors follower because I'm the god of mushrooms, and I can tell apart that those mushrooms are Three Razors mushroom and no.
Yeah, you know, it was obvious,
Mine?
wasn't it? I mean, just look at her.
And we started this fight. So what we figure out is that she has some kind of way to at least dispel some of my stuff constantly at will, and also there are those flowers that we can use to gain buffs and effects. Zibik, who is this humongous thing over here, and by humongous I mean tiny, leapt over and activated like a haste for everyone. We are not sure what the other mushrooms and flowers do, but he did tell us that we should be using them.
Whoa.
And
that's
also
sick.
some other of our party members landed a couple of suns in Ruzadoya's like forehead, so she's already badly injured.
Halen hit with a crit hit on a disintegrate on her.
Yeah, it was pretty
Oh my.
awesome.
Goodness. Okay. That's why she's badly injured. Okay. Right.
Yeah.
She got a sun dropped on her. She got Parcatrix did some spells. And...
I tried to drop a sun on her, but Zibbo was like, "No, my living room."
Zibik. To be fair, These are ultra rare plants that only grow here that Zibik has been raising, and he doesn't want his garden ruined by, like, all these strangers that just wandered into his domain.
Shouldn't have let the weird mushroom lady chill in his garden room.
He didn't! She just came in! When Jehovah's Witnesses come in and say, like, we were sent here by God, and you're like...
He should have shown her to the mini-boss fight chamber.
What?
All
Okay.
gods in Pathfinder have one.
Okay. I can't dispute that. So, let's see here. What should we do? Because Bramble is not allowed to access the document while he is running. Zibik sees that no one needs to be healed. Oh, except Palin. Palin, take some healing, honey. Healing for Palin. Go!
So much
Palin, take 130 HP back from Zibik as he fills your body with a verdant vitality.
My max hit point is 125, so.
Heals over your entire health pool.
Yep, that's his turn. Carcatrix, the celestial crab mini-boss of the gods.
I shoot sunbeams at Ruzadoya.
Okay, if the sunbeam hits the garden, though, the Zibik will turn on you.
It's a single target.
Oh, single target. Okay, okay.
Sunbeam.
Why are you quicken 3 times? That's a hit. Almost a crit.
I'm quick in one side. I see that.
No, it's because you've got 3 GMs.
Yeah, there's.
You have
nice.
3 GMs, it pops up for 3 of you.
Wow.
Oh, Iron is in here too, so it doubles on him also as well as mine.
Okay.
Sunbeam 2.
Crit miss.
And then for the last one, I'll hit this big guy instead.
Okay.
Sunbeam 3 to hit.
It's a hit.
Pew pew pew.
Yes.
Crab lasers. It's my turn. Wait, no, I have one action left. I forgot. I will shoot then this one.
Okay.
Actually, the one in the back's badly injured. I'll shoot him with the last one. Pew pew
Okay.
pew.
Crit miss.
That is my turn.
Athenor.
Athenor, just so you know, Luthien is prone to blowing up her allies that are in the way
I
of area
can
effect
confirm
spells.
this.
Athenor sort of incorporates into the battlefield from seemingly nowhere, quickly assesses the situation and says, okay, I probably need to kill these things. So I'm going to use my first action to use my armor's ability of Personal Legend, which allows me to cast Heroism for 1 action. I will step forward and I will attack the what are these things called?
Reborn devotees.
Reborn devotee.
Big planty boys.
Also, you're level 13, Athenor.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Athenor just has this big updating thing go across. Ah, crit hit! Welcome back, Athenor.
Bring them back to fear of God.
The red
Jesus Christ.
The Red Angel strikes again as Athenor slices him down the middle. And Rizadoya goes like, "Where the hell did you come from? I thought I got rid of you."
I now understand why they call him Stupid Sexy Athenor.
He says, "You think killing me would be enough to make me die?"
What? Stalk the lady.
Yes.
Yes.
And then I give you an athletics check against your fortitude DC. 37.
Yeah. Oh no,
Okay.
yeah, of course. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, cool.
there was a lot of deliberation for that.
I had to
Okay.
double check.
No sweat. Now I want to swallow you, so I have to give another athletics check because you belong in my tummy. Does a 31? 31.
Map would work there. 31 is an exact success.
Okay. Yeah, you just see this woman go into the creature. Go. And with Swallow Whole, you are slowed one, grabbed, off guard, and you get the little engulf and swallow whole effect.
Oh my.
This man is about to explode from the inside. Don't you worry.
We shall see about that as I review the little thing called suffocation rules. Luthien.
It's fine. I have high fortitude. I'm okay.
It's cool. Just make sure the spell
Alright.
doesn't have verbal.
Okay. We're going to... Sorry for the hammering if you can hear that.
I can't hear it. The filter from Discord took care of it.
Okay. We need to change to explosion of power. Thank you, thank you. Okay. And we are going to... Which one is the AC? It is... this one. We are going to Sure Strike,
Okay.
which is non-verbal.
Yes. Because if you
and-
speak a verbal spell, you instantly lose all your air and go unconscious.
How about...
Oh, did you change your mind?
No, I'm just seeing concentrate. Nope, not
Yeah,
verbal.
So, I
lose a
think
breath.
so. You
You lose breath.
won't
with your
find
fortitude.
verbal and material in remaster.
Oh, it changed.
Okay.
Yeah, it changes into concentrate and manipulate.
Okay, okay.
It basically removed the things. I think they made it so the base rule is that you always speak and gesture, but if you want to link one-to-one, the manipulate trait is the somatic materials that would provoke, and the concentrate was the verbal that you wouldn't.
Why is the...
What's
Alright,
wrong?
Why is it not taking higher? It's just not taking the higher roll.
Oh, you can roll twice.
Come
I
on,
don't mind.
keep higher. Alright.
All right. That's a hit.
Okay. It needs that reflex save and is going to take that fire damage.
Okay, but what if I counteracted what you did because it's divine and stuff?
I mean, if you can.
I will try with my sapping aura because I'm a bitch. Does 34?
I mean, I'm inside its stomach. Like,
Yep.
does that really count?
It's an aura.
But I'm not in the aura. I'm inside the creature.
Which is in the range of the aura.
Yeah, but she doesn't have line of effect.
Oh, okay. Okay. I see what you're saying.
I'm not physically there.
Yes,
I am inside it.
you are correct. Yes.
And it needs that reflex save to take this damage.
What if I don't wanna? What if
Oh,
I
it sucks
critically
for you then.
fail? What
Yeah,
if I
so-
critically fail?
You explode from the inside.
Just a good 110 points of damage there. Have fun.
As it falls off of her like a rotting.
That was disgusting.
I'm still hasted. I have an action.
Yep.
Oh, bitch.
And I will end my turn.
Meow.
That's fine. I'll take it for someone else who wants to get up here. She can hit me.
Guarsamain.
It's a hit.
Bleed. Halen, triple
Ah.
quicked for each DM.
You're probably no longer grabbed, right?
Yeah, I am not grabbed.
No, you're not.
Moving. Was going to try to do something. Just kidding.
Okay.
Luthien has no problem with
I
the
like
parried
how-
effects falling on her. Oh, get wrecked.
All right. Crit failure on Rosidoya and a
I-
failure. Go ahead.
I like how our casters kept all their spell slots for this fight, and Palin's like electric arc.
If it works.
There's too many children
did.
around.
Works.
You just did 60 points of damage with an electric arc. I'm not complaining.
Oh my god.
And also-
Palin's just spitting on this woman. He's not even getting out the big spells anymore.
Cantrip, another cantrip.
Davos.
Keep the Ruzadoya there.
No. Rosidoya's at the end.
Yeah, she rolled last on
Yeah, but
initiative.
after we've already went one round. What did she did for the first round?
Oh, I guess we didn't because that
I
was
think
that.
you skipped from Ruzadoya to Zibik.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll give her 2 turns on this turn. That's fine.
No, it didn't. Zibic was... We ended with Ruzidoya at the end of last
Oh, we
session.
did? Okay.
I'll
Yeah,
scroll
but
up.
she
Hold on, let me
didn't
scroll.
do her. It
I can give her
started her turn. She dispelled my stuff, and she didn't do anything else.
That's okay. I'll give her 2
Um,
turns. It's fine.
You are indeed correct. She dispelled your stuff and it ended. I just scrolled up.
Yep.
Well, that sucks for Luthien being right here, and she gets 2 turns.
Well, trust me, you're not the one she wants.
Aethanor.
No, not Aethanor.
So we are casted. How much is my speed? It is 35. That's okay. Sure. Oh yeah, spacebar doesn't work. Also, why is she off guard?
I don't know. Was that because
you,
of Morris?
You made her off guard from Morris.
Yeah.
But no one's attacked her, so it didn't.
So I'm gonna use my hasted action to move here.
Okay.
I'm gonna activate my aura that closed last time due to me using an overdrive thingy.
Yeah. She can't disable an aura with an aura, unfortunately.
As part of that, I'm gonna blast here. I saw that she dispelled my wood stuff, so I'm gonna blast here with earth.
Oh, she has nothing against that. Okay. Miss. Hero point?
Nah, I'm
Okay.
just going to. So she's undead, right? Okay.
Very much so.
I'm gonna spend one action to raise my shield.
Okay.
And spend another action to use the shield thingy that allows me to change the color and make it a nice pink color. This thing, the change season thing.
Mm-hmm.
The very first one. Okay. I think it was one action to change season, one action to raise shield, one action to activate the aura. That was all my turn.
Okay. A reborn devotee. Who has almost no HP left. Elf. Stalk. Miss. Crit. And I will attempt to grab with last action.
Is that with map or no map?
That is with no map, so 30.
Yep, success.
Okay.
Wait, 30?
30.
No, that's a failure.
Okay.
Not great.
I don't think if he has the grab ability, you don't apply map.
Okay, 35.
Oh, he has improved grab. Yeah, nope.
Yeah.
It's grabbed.
That's so confusing. Before it would just happened when he hit something. I mean, like, the remaster changed that, too. Alright, he can't swallow you, unfortunately.
Damn.
Until something else happens. I get 2 turns now, because it's only fair. Well, it's been fun, everyone.
Self-detonates.
Actually, you're not wrong, Carcatrix. This entire time, I have been absorbing the radiation from the plane of Earth into my body, and I shall return to the Verduran forest as a nuclear explosive, destroying both the Verduran, Taldor, and Andoran. I'm surprised you figured it out.
You're really obvious.
Sure.
What? Sure?
Not if we have anything to say about it, and we do.
You don't! And before I do that, I shall take your wizard from you.
No.
Oh, that's a miss. Oh, that's a miss.
Not the cantrip caster 9000.
Oh, that's a miss.
Oh my
Second
God,
turn.
He's fucking alive.
That's a hit.
No. Phelan.
Second action. Okay, that's all my stuff. And
That's
damage.
hilarious.
Just like so she did a total of 51 damage in 2 turns to the wizard. Yes, really.
Built differently.
All right, and let me stop the music here because other things are going to happen. As we get on to Zibik's turn, and he alerts you to something very unusual happening with Rosadoya.
She's got cancer.
We're all about to have cancer, he says.
Yeah, second for
Crabs are immune to cancer. I just made up this lore.
What? Okay.
It's the second phase. Wait, she will transform now.
Well,
Dark Souls rules.
she does not transform, no. But
Into a horse.
let's see here. As she begins exuding out radiation.
Gross.
Yes. As Zibik looks confused and all the plants in the garden begin to die. As she takes more and more power from the elemental plane of Earth into her, absorbing the corruption, becoming a beacon for it. Carcatrix.
Guys, I don't know.
Hit me.
Hit me. I want you to.
Yeah. Pussies, do it. End it.
I don't know.
You don't have the shell.
I'm nervous now. I will untransform for one.
What are you doing? I'm right here. Hit me.
Can I try to because what she's doing is probably concerning.
It is concerning. It is
Like,
incredibly
more, yeah.
concerning. Yes.
Yeah, can I try to determine what exactly she's doing and what would be the effects if she died in that state?
Okay, yes. What do you want to give me?
They do like a nature check.
Yeah, nature will work.
Absorbing. Okay.
Yeah. Let's see.
Nature check.
Let me get the old level DC out here. Should have this up all the time. I don't know why I don't. Yep. Ah, you critically succeed. She is becoming a nuclear vessel. When she absorbs enough radiation, she will be an atomic bomb, whose range expands past that of a single country in your world.
Oh, lovely.
Lovely. And if we killed her at this point...
She will go critical mass and destroy all the plane of wood, setting off a chain reaction.
Think.
Wow, interesting, huh?
Yeah,
wait!
Very interesting, very interesting. Let's see.
I'm hiding behind the bush, by the way. Hi, Athenor.
What push?
Zibik, went and hid.
If it destroys the whole plane of wood, I don't think Zibik's gonna make it out by hiding behind the bush.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
So she's flooding herself with energy from the plane of Earth?
Yes, that's the radiation. No, not Zibik, it's this person, Athenor.
Oh!
Oh, what? Oh, good lord.
Are you surprised to see me, Athenor? I've been waiting here 40 fucking days for you to arrive, taking your sweet goddamn time, and you finally get here. You finally get here, and you won't even seal the deal.
Okay,
Fuck you, Tree Razor. I'm sending this bitch back to your domain.
I don't want her. She's broken. I'm done playing with her.
I will say to Davos, I will say to everyone, but mainly directed to Davos, if we kill her now, she'll at least destroy the entire region around us and kill us all. We need to drain the Earth from her before she goes even further critical.
The only thing that comes into my mind is on my turn trying to eat that stuff out and maybe like try to counter it.
Oh my god!
Tasty. I love me some nuclear radiation.
In maybe in an attempt to help.
Yeah, brother.
Later turns, I will.
Yeah.
My last turn, I only have one Earth kind of thing. I would do Untemporum.
Yeah.
Into a Super Earth Elemental.
A Super Earth Elemental? Okay, yes.
Bushing.
You got some control rods on that Super Earth Elemental? Tree Racer asks.
Tree Racer. Okay, that is my turn.
Okay. Athenor, your eternal enemy of the
still Athenor.
The eternal enemy of all elves is right behind you, hiding behind the bush, snickering.
God damn, this is. I literally want to go. I mean, Athenor in character would be far more worried about Tree Razor than he would about the nuclear warhead in front of him. Oh man, there's not. I don't know.
Everyone around us or destroy nations until he gets back to the main plane.
I mean, do we have anything to take her back to the fucking...
The only thing I'm counting on is Davos. That's the only thing I think could maybe...
Oh my god! It all comes down to Davos!
I have no spells that could help. All I can do is, like... Unless I, like, you know, do some random druid stuff with no actual spells, the only thing I can do is help to hold her down and maybe absorb some of it.
Yeah.
Take out the devotee while we figure out what to do with her.
Yeah, okay. That's a good as plan as any. Okay. How far am I running towards this sucker?
Yep.
That wasn't an arcane spell, right?
It's not a what?
That's not an arcane spell, then, Aura.
No, that's nuclear. That's nuclear power. That's, you know, Chernobyl. Godzilla? She's becoming Godzilla. How about that? Oh, another critical, Athenor? That's great. I'll just stay here behind the bush and watch.
Yep.
He just crumples like a chair. You're no longer grabbed, by the way.
And then I will use my... Oh God, what? Is this going up a hill, is it?
No.
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 It's...
Oh,
it's
no.
13 problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And so I use my last action to get right in front of her.
Come on, Athenor. Hit me.
You know you want to.
No, I'm not hitting you, you idiot.
Vandalia runs forward and grapples her sister.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you, Vandalia. We are, now that I know she's a pawn of Tree Razor, going to use the background feat I have, Hunt Razor's Spawn.
Pawn.
Yes, pawn. And she is going to take a -1 to this check. And I'm going to cast Command upon her.
Okay. I take a -1. I fail 26.
Right.
I command you to stop
The aura. And see if she'll stop.
I can't. I don't know how it works. Goodbye, folks.
incinerate yourself.
There is no such command on this spell.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Yeah, because the
Okay, I'm gonna command her to fall prone then.
fall prone while being grabbed by sister.
Yep.
And we're detonate.
Yes.
She still has to try the first action to do that.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Well, that's it.
Yep.
Actually, I'm gonna, take a couple steps back.
Oh yeah, that'll really protect you against the radiation.
It'll be fine.
You want to get under a school desk next?
Sure.
Did you know if you ate over like 1 billion bananas, you die of radiation?
What? What?
Yeah, if you ate like if you ate like 1 billion bananas in an hour, you die of radiation.
I like to think Carcatrix says that.
Tree Razor says, that's very interesting, Carcatrix. What else do you know about bananas?
How do I spin a cone?
With the
The mouse. And control. Yeah.
Control, and I'll stop letting. Oh, maybe I have to place it first and I can spin it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Unless version 13 took that away from us too.
It's taken so much.
Alright, you want to do vampiric exsanguination. Sure.
It says it draws blood and life force energy from the creature, so maybe that'll help.
Correct. She failed. She takes back 48 void damage as healing.
Healing for me. Oh, she's healed. Okay.
She's undead.
I wasn't sure.
That's okay.
But I'll spend an action to wait, I guess.
Yep.
To be fair, that should be something unique like our Jim Imp skull, because normally void
damage and void healing are
that way.
different. Correct.
Yep.
I'll erase it then. I'll just say she was immune then. Hang on. Bleh. There we go. What? Takes no damage. See? See? Foundry did it the right way. I did it the wrong way.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Let's
Davos,
see.
to answer your
Davos
first
has
question,
Been...
Go ahead.
What? So, Davos has been working up an appetite because his whole mates he hasn't snacked on any fruits.
excuse me?
he will try to gobble up as much of this
Yes,
earth energy as he can.
you can.
Now, the question is this. Technically, I have like a mini gate to the plane of Earth inside me,
Correct.
right? Can I basically try to send the energy back to the plane of Earth?
You
Turn
can.
yourself into a conduit.
Yes.
That's what I'm gonna try. I'm not sure if it's like if I should use like this or
Extract
this
element
to
will
better
work.
Simulate it. Okay, I'm gonna try to extract element on here.
She fails. And you see some of the radiation going into Davos's gate. As Madge runs forward and seeks to bolster Davos.
Okay, does this have like once per...
Nope. It does not. It is not a flourish ability. You can do it as many times as you need.
Yeah, no, I seen the success like you can't target a creature with extract element if elemental matter you extracted from it is already in your kinetic aura.
Okay.
I did remember. So I will first use that to extract like as much earth as I can, and then I'm gonna use 2 more actions to basically suppress the earth elemental energy. But basically I try to make the whole idea is to make myself like a continuous conduit. If you say that I can keep using extract, or if
Oh, you
say
can.
that it's like one and done, it's up to you.
No, it's not one and done. You can take as much as you want. She has enough in her for an entire country.
Okay, then just all 3 of my actions will be that. So 2 more saving throws, I assume.
She fails all 3 times. No!
And
How dare you? That's mine!
nom 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 nom.
What the
That's terrifying. No.
Madge is also going to say nom 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 nom. She doesn't know why, though. I tell you, I will have vengeance. The Verduran will pay. I am its hero, whether it wants me to be or not. And Vandalia criticizes her and chastises her, saying, like, you were always doing this when you were younger. You kept pretending to be a hero. You're not. You're just a bully. Zipik is uncertain of what to do. And he looks on. Carcatrix!
I must help. I will. I do have haste. I can't get up there with. I'm slower in this form. Yep. Can get up there with 3 actions. Can I don't know if this will work. Since I'm an earth elemental and I have some of the plane of earth like incorporated into me, even if it like, you know, has horrible effects for me, can I try to, while Davos is also siphoning it off, siphon some of the energy just into me?
You can, and while you're an earth elemental, you are immune to the effects of the radiation.
Oh yeah. Do I have to make like a check?
No.
Okay. I'll just hold her.
Yep.
Try to help hold her down and
Yes.
the
Pashav,
damage under myself.
Pashav comes running forward to help bolster you. And also holds Rosidoya down with Vandalia and you. Anything else?
Nope, that's it for me.
Okay. Athenor, several people are holding her down. Davos is sucking her off.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, he did nom 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 her, so I mean, you know.
That's the sound I make. Yeah.
What? Take a hero point.
I too will. I wonder if I could use something like one of my icons to actually absorb some of the radiation.
Okay.
I have like a mirrored Aegis, so I'd like to be able to sort of like plant the mirrored Aegis in the ground and sort of like use it as a sort of like a buffer to stop its sort of spread. And I'd like to sort of channel the spark within it to like sort of continually try to like raise sort of a wall to stop her from like from growing.
Tree Razor's gonna say from behind the bush, but Athanor, if you sacrifice that power, you could lose your mythic status forever. Is it worth it?
Of course.
Mythic status, billions of lives. I don't know, man.
I would let the billions of lives die, man.
Die, but
Go ahead. Go, Dubs.
I would trade anything to stop this monster.
Anything you say as he comes out from the bushes.
Ah,
Anything you say. Very well. I'll stop her. But in
No.
return, you serve me.
Uh-oh.
We can do this, Athanor.
Can you, though? Blowing up isn't the solution this time, Silverbloom.
blowing up was always her tactics. We never blew up anyone.
I think that Athanor sort of thinks for probably about a second or two, and then his resolve sort of reinvigors and sort of says, "No, with my allies, I will stop this creature, and then I will be coming for you." And I imagine sort of like a sort of for a brief second, you sort of see the Red Angel sort of standing behind Athanor as he continues to sort of channel his icon. And that will end my turn.
I am going to run forward. And she's still affected by the tree razor thing. I'm going to cast a 7th level cleanse affliction upon her.
Oh, that's neat. Yeah, so the DC is 32.
No, you hero point.
Okay.
We do what we must.
Ooh, it gets worse. It gets worse as Tree Razor goes, "Aw, it didn't work. Poor little elves. Your magic fails you."
I have one more casting of that. Alright, that will end my turn.
Okay. Palin, it's getting bigger, and the elves aren't able to stop it.
I don't have anything that does anything counteractive except for a 2nd level dispel magic, so
Maybe it'll work.
sure.
Roll a 20 on your counteract check.
The DC is 32. You succeed. As you begin to suppress the magic of the elemental plane and the radiation for a whole minute.
Move.
Eh?
I say you got this, guys.
Hey! What the hell did you do? The hell did you do? I worked really hard! He falls Palin. Davos!
My goodness, wait, Bramble.
Yes?
I got a 31, and she has a -1 because of the tree raiser thing. Is that a
Oh.
success?
That is a success, yes.
There we go.
Okay, okay. So it did not get worse. Okay.
So that would be a success on my
Correct. Yeah.
counteract. Cleanse affliction. Okay.
Davos.
Since he's like prone and grabbed by like everyone here, Davos will spend an action like he has his shield on his hand. That's already like a planar relic, right? My shield is like
Yes.
was made with the planar energy of this plane, and basically try to fall on top of her with the shield like covering her up with one action, like dogpile on her.
Yeah.
Just in case he blew up, maybe the shield can absorb something, and I'm gonna keep siphoning even though it's not like actively emitting. Is there like any leftover energy on here now? Or
There's
because I don't see the aura now.
There's very little. Palin and Silverbloom took care of a lot of it.
Okay.
Plus, you extracted
now
her
that
3 times.
Now that it is deactivated, I'm gonna try to figure out if I kill her right now that they have suppressed her. Will she explode when the suppression effect ends?
No, if you killed her now, she would crumble into dust, and all that would be left is her Grave Knight armor.
Okay.
Vanquish her.
No! It is not my time! I am the hero the Verdura needs!
Oh my god.
1 HP left!
HP. Oh.
I'll make a
you-
stone accent.
Nope.
We're hero pointing it? No, really doesn't want to happen.
The gods say, fuck you!
You got one more attack. Oh man.
Aww.
I think that's all my. Oh, wait, I have my.
Your aura?
Do I even
Does that
have
do
it?
damage?
No. And I also see automatically dispels my aura, so I don't have like. Oh, but I do have this.
Ah! No, don't do that!
Do it.
Don't do it!
Do it.
Don't do it!
Oh
Ah!
my god.
Bitch!
Crit succeed.
God damn it!
I will get this 1 HP bomb off!
She's still commanded, so she has to
Yep,
will save to stand up.
yep. 32.
I believe that is the DC. Let me check. That is the DC.
She'd still have the -1 though.
No, then it's a failure.
Yep. So she
31.
can't stand up, and Athenor can't take the kill steal.
No, wait. I think so. Command is not like it doesn't
Let me pull it up
last
and chat
for
again.
a round. It's like you spend the first action to do the command.
Yeah, it wouldn't be active anymore. I already
Okay,
I already moved in and did Cleanse Affliction on this turn.
okay.
It's to the end of the next creature's turn, so yes, he's correct.
All right.
It does not affect it anymore. So
So-
she can't stand.
Yep, but she's not going to. She's gonna laugh at you and say, goodbye, Zibik. As Tree Razor picks up his package and says, farewell!
Wait, what did he pick up?
Zibik!
Zebek.
Oh,
He's
he's been Zibik napped.
He's been Zibiked! You've been Schmeckledorfed!
Well, on the bright side, once we kill her, we don't have to worry about Zibik destroying all over the world.
Well,
Yeah,
I don't think that Zibik, with his last conversation, he wasn't keen on destroying the rest of the world. He was arguing that he doesn't see the point in destroying the other two countries.
I'm sure the elves who are familiar with Tree Razor's corruption can inform Davos that Zibik can be turned by a much more powerful Noscent demon lord of fungus.
No, I mean, what Nick said was that now that he's been kidnapped, he won't destroy the rest of the world, and it's the opposite.
Yes.
Before he was kidnapped, he wasn't keen on destroying the world. Now he may be turned.
Yeah. So, Palin, the thing that matters here in this scene is the distraction that Ruzadoya gave to all of you while he was Zibik napped is that Tree Razor's main plan was to get Zibik's power in order to bolster himself against the elves. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's exactly the easy way to do things.
It is. Which is why you guys were essential. Carcatrix.
I continue doing what I was doing for now. Just keep holding her down.
Okay.
No, just kill her.
There's a certain there's a certain man, I think.
Okay.
Do it, Dave.
Athanor, you more than anyone should understand a champion's purpose. I need to do this. I need to fulfill my destiny. The world needs Ruzadoya.
Your story ends here, Rizadoya. As he, because his shield's on the ground, he'll take Dawn's Retribution in both hands, and channel his psychic energy through it.
I hate to say it, but the fire kills her at the end of her turn from persistent fire damage.
GM says that she doesn't die until a player does it.
Got it.
Until a specific player does it. Or it's your kill, go.
A hit by one.
The new Warden. Yeah.
How do you end the campaign, Athanor?
With a lot of dice. I almost it's almost as if Athanor's heart at this point isn't in it, as he sort of wields Dawn's Retribution in two hands and brings it down and sort of cuts across her torso, and I think the amount of pure energy coming from the sword sort of just disintegrates her into sort of dust, and sort of all that's left is her armor.
That is correct. The only thing left of Ruzadoya is the armor.
We have pretty much found out that she's, before with the recall knowledge, that she's a Death Knight and she will reform as long as the armor is there, right?
Correct. Unless the armor
Okay.
is destroyed.
Palin, do you still have disintegration today?
Yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Do I still have disintegration? I do now.
Recharged. Recharged. I'm ready to go.
From
Yeah, Davos will take a few steps back,
Mhm.
blast that thing away,
It is an unattended item. When you do this, Ruzadoya's soul, as well as her means of regeneration, will be gone forever.
Oh no. Anyways, do it.
Done.
The armor is destroyed and turned to dust. As Vandalia looks down on the ground, kneeling, tracing her hand in the dust, saying, "It's finally over."
Didn't something happen to Zivik? Don't we need that guy?
Yes, probably not a good thing that he's missing.
This bodes badly for the elves, Madge says. If Tree Razor is able to corrupt Zibik, his power will expand beyond the Tanglebriar.
Davos will turn towards the elf and say, "Well, he's your problem now."
Oh my god!
Well, I think it's all of our problems, but from my understanding, what you're saying is all of this was for nothing, and now Zibik and Tree Razor are going to raise another portion of the Shining Kingdoms.
Pashav begins scooping
no,
up the dust and sweeping.
Wasn't all for nothing. We spent all our
I'm
time
not
and all
saying
these
that.
days
I'm
to help
saying
out.
I'm pretty sure that at least we've thwarted part of his plan. I'm pretty sure that all this plane that he wanted to destroy was vital, or else he wouldn't have tried to destroy it. The thing that I'm saying is the people of Wildwood have done their part to thwart at least part of this plan. Now it's time for the elves to, well, man up for better word and stop fusing around with Tree Razor and deal with him the same way we dealt with Ruzadoya over here.
Oh.
Take him out back and shoot him?
I think he is already out back.
He really is. Yes, it has been a long time since I've been home, and the rulers of what is their name?
Yonan!
Yes, Yonan will need to hear word of this because this is not good. In fact, this is even worse.
Don't worry, the Queen is the one that sent me down here. She'll be informed as soon as we return.
Ah. Well, we should make haste. Knowing Tree Razor, his plans are already well in motion.
Delegations, you say?
Oh god. Vandalia asks, "But what if the Wildwood? Shouldn't we tell Amorga and everyone else that it is done?"
Of course
yeah.
we should.
Yeah, we will.
Rebuild the forest. We, in her effort, in Tree Razor's effort, there's almost nothing remaining. The tree has been cut down. The only connection to the plane of wood is now a hole. Even Zibik, who said that he would be able to, if we kept Ruzadoya's body alive, he would be able to use her to rebuild Iblis. He was taken. That's why we killed her after all. So we need to rebuild Wildwood. We cannot let the plane of wood basically run rampart through it. And now with no druids to actually do their job there, someone needs to step up.
Someone needs to train more druids. Who is
At
going to
least we have
stand
the
up? Oh, go ahead.
Years. We have years of druid training in turtle cells to train them with.
I hate to admit it, but Morris sold those before we came to the Plane of Wood.
Oh yeah, Morris says I sold those and the potion. Sorry guys.
Well, we still have the one in Imorga's back.
Is it really so bad that generations of druidic history are lost? They've clearly lost their way, electing a undead tyrant as their leader.
No, we figured out that they actually didn't. Tree Razor has gotten to them before all this even happened. That's how the Archdruid even died. It was all part of Tree Razor. Before he came into their mind, whatever. Even though they weren't like the most optimal, I will say, they did their job in keeping the Wildwood in check. I haven't seen Wildwood ever since I was born to be that much chaotic as it was this last year that Tree Razor's plans unfolded. But regardless if it's druids, wizards, kineticists, or whoever can channel the planar energies, someone needs to basically command the Wildwood to not destroy the whole world the same way Tree Razor does. Right now there is an open gate that just spews planar energies out.
Well, let us all return to the gate back to Galarian, and if individuals such as Madge want to stick around, then that's their choice, I guess.
We'll always be here to support you.
It actually sounds like the outro to some old anime.
It is. It's the outro to Wardens of Wildwood.
Just so you know, we're all going to have to walk about 2 weeks to get back to the gate. This victory is nice, but now we get to stew on the actions.
Pashav has scroll from Amorga. Hands it.
You had a scroll of planar transportation this entire time?
Pashav waited until most comedic moment to show it.
I hate
you
everyone,
didn't think
and she takes
teleporting
it.
the nuclear option away?
I just grab it, look at him.
I hate you so much.
I hate you so much.
Davos will point to the dust pile that used to be Ruzadoya and then point to the tiny prick and goes, "You could have sent her back to the plane of Earth, right? And nothing would have happened."
Pashav not touching that train wreck.
Asha, you were literally standing on top of her while she was radiating energy trying to get in on the dog pile so you would feel like you actually accomplished something during this mission.
Oh, something really rich coming from someone who ran away from Keonan just to get away from some delicates and drinking wine all day.
Maybe we should open a planar gate inside of Pasha.
Speaking of wine, Davos will plop down to the floor like crossed leg and say, "Well, at least we have to drink now, Sam.
At least
We will walk back, but
at least one part of this is
But-
done.
let me catch my breath." But he will take out Hope's backpack a wineskin and start drinking his sorrows away.
So as you return to the Shining Kingdoms, I failed to save your change. Okay. Thanks, version 13. Yep. Sure.
I've not seen this map in a while.
I think it's appropriate to end it here because we've used it so much.
Yes.
And Morga and Karazal are both overjoyed to have you back and to hear news of Rosadoya's defeat. However, to know that Zibik was kidnapped by Tree Razor, Zibik-napped as you put it, they are most distraught. The elves must be warned.
Well, we have two of them here.
Ah, light.
Yeah, that's coming from Luthien, sorry.
It's okay. Tanasha Starborn, Alice Quinley, and the Lumberjacks, thank you too.
God, why are they here?
No, we found the perfect killers for those. French for those.
So, oh, wait, why is my... Hang on. For some reason, Wardens of Wildwood stream thing, it's not picking up. There we go. There we go. Now it's... It broke OBS! Tell me, what are your plans for the future? Who do you think is going to rule the Wildwood now? The Knights of the Old Oath Lodge as they take power.
I think Aethanor goes mad with power and
Yeah?
starts ruling it as like a tyranny.
Okay.
Yeah, Aethanor was always the correctly voted High Druid before this whole thing.
I implement changes such as writing information down in books and not on turtles.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's...
I will be a great advisor to Aethanor. Have him make all the terrible decisions.
Okay. So it looks like Aethanor and Carcatrix are the new leaders of the Knights of the Old Oath Lodge, supported by Amorga, Karazal, Warwick and his werewolves, Felivane and his girlfriend, I guess.
Davos will also go back to the grove where his mother tree was before he murdered her ghost and try to help to bring the peace back to
Andren?
No, to the Wildwood, but also make connections try to somehow bridge the cultural gap between civilized society and the Wildwood. Try to make
Yeah.
he has the technically he is still the only Baron alongside with Aethanor. I do not remember if Aethanor had become a Baron or
No, he wasn't there.
That was taken.
No.
Yeah, so actually, yeah, I'm gonna go there and try to rebuild whatever the fake queen have left over and communicate with Aethanor to make treaties and agreements and trade and stuff like that. So I think it was somewhere here, right? Falcon's Hollow.
Yep. Falcon's Hollow is the new village town that's there.
Probably after, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 days of taking power, I presume Luthien has already left to go back to Keonan.
No, she sent a bird to deliver the message, and then has decided to take an indefinite vacation in Osirian.
What? The desert with no trees? Okay.
This continent is fucked. I'll see you later.
Yeah.
Why don't you just go back home to the other
And
elf?
I want to say,
She's gonna take a vacation, and then she'll return back to Jenin.
Okay.
Okay. So I'd say
Alright.
probably after.
Falcon's Hollow in the years to follow will also have a local
Honey meat
specialty
recipe.
in the honey meat that
Yes.
but yeah.
Okay. What about you, Palin? What does the Arc Wizard do?
I guess it'll just either start its own school or continue schooling for I guess for the Durin Forest if they need
They do.
people to help wizardry.
We do. They definitely do. And Amorga is very proud of you for doing this.
And I'll
What's
be the first to implement the writing in books instead of on turtles.
yeah? What are the teachings that you teach, Palin? What's the first lesson? I mean, like, is it, like, do no harm, or is it more of a don't fuck with the Verduran Forest? What kind of school are you running here?
Probably more on the do no harm because there was so much harm caused to this campaign. You just want to see more of it.
All right.
I still believe that he will first tell them how to check for children.
Or the do no harm.
Yes. Without context, they are very confused. Alrighty, guys. This is it. This is the moment. We're gonna end the campaign. If you have anything else to say before I start the discussion, please say it now.
Can we get like an ending title card comment from Fellow?
Yes.
From who?
From Fellow.
I will.
Fellow? Sure.
Wait, I guess that was.
And I will be giving the relic shield to Ethanor, since
Aw.
it was made with the planar
Aw.
energies of
Now
the-
he's even
the
more
forest.
unstoppable.
Oh, that's adorable. Thank you.
He immediately throws it away in the trash bin next to him, just like, no.
I sent Athanor to kill the younglings at Palin's.
Do it.
Wow, this campaign got real dark real quick.
It's been dark since day one, sir. All right, Felivane, play us that last title card. You will be the voice that ends the campaign, sir.
I even say.
That's all, folks.
All right, I got something. Give me a second.
Do I eat my girlfriend and turn her into a Pokemon? How does this end?
Oh, god damn it. Don't do that. That has actual context and it means something, but we won't get into it.
You all started here, enjoying a festival, roped into a tragic event. The group of you stepped up, took responsibility, and fought back against the corruption of Tree Razor. You took care of her minions, traveled to dimensions of shadow and wood, and brought an end to the tyranny that was threatening us all. I thank you for your service, for what you have done has made the Verduran Forest safer for everyone. I know not of what threats will join us in the future, but I sleep soundly at night knowing that should action need to be taken, you heroes will answer the call. I know you haven't always been friends to the Fae, but you are a friend to me, and I thank you for reuniting me with my dear. should you ever need my company or wisdom in the future, please feel free to find me. And Davos, please make sure that I get plenty of honey delivered to my grove. It has been a pleasure to know you all.
He bows before you.
Yeah.
Well done, sir. Well done.
Davos
Yay.
will also bow and say, well, thank you, old friend. You've been here much longer than any one of us, so you know better than any one of us that Wildwood endures. We're lucky to be the chosen champions now, but I do not fear for Wildwood. Nothing so far has managed to destroy it. I don't think that nothing will ever do.
Understatement of the year. All right, guys. That's it. That's all she wrote. That was The Wardens of Wildwood, books 1, 2, and 3. It's time for the discussion of book 3, and then we will do the discussion for the campaign overall. Tell me, how did you like the siege of the island of Erinway?
So, I'm gonna start by saying that it appeared that it had even more mini systems than the other books. Like there was
It
a
did.
mini system for the seeds, mini systems for the travel and stuff like that.
I heard that people like the mini system.
I didn't particularly mind them that much if you count out the bullshit about how much time it took. And the logical holes we came to expect, like the guy who just escaped Ruzadoya not knowing how to go back to her, or the guy who guided her to where she needed to go, not knowing how to guide us to go to the same place.
Correct.
I take those up into the same plot holes that appeared throughout the books. But the mini systems themselves, I'm not sure if it was you, Bramble, that expedite them or if they were faster. They didn't take that much time off the game.
Full disclosure, I expedited them heavily.
Yeah, and they did, at least thematically, again, discounting how long they took in game terms time. They did fit like that we were doing a siege, so there were siege activities, or that we were searching our way through the forest, so there were checks to mitigate the threats of the different areas. They weren't jarringly off script like the research thing was, like, as an example. I did like the few of the combats, how they were set up, and how varied the enemies were, given the restrictive setting of, like, we are on the plane of wood, so we will be seeing wood stuff. So with how limited the scope was, they were varied enough with like the ghosts and the worms and the monsters and the stuff like that. Narratively wise, I understand the changes you made to bridge this with Sporeward, with Tree Razor. I like those a lot, how they answered a lot of the questions we had since book 1. Kinda like the disappointing part, of course, was we knew that it would be disappointing, the confrontation with I assume there would be checks to convince Zibik, but
yes, it was a whole debate. Immediately after you killed Rosadoya, Zibik would say, like, who are you people? What are you doing here? Begin influence round, and if you didn't score enough influence points, he destroys everybody.
Yeah, and I understand why you cut that off, because he is partially a god or completely a god, I'm not sure. So he should be much more wise and smart than
Yes.
fucking Gruzadoya.
Especially after
So-
he's been with her for a month and goes like, who is this bitch? She's undead? I don't know how to make undead. I'm not related to her. Ah, fungus. Tree raiser. Of course. He uses undead.
Yeah, so I like those changes because they made more sense.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
And that's my synopsis of what I think about the book 3.
That was very comprehensive. Thank you very much, sir. Who next?
I guess I want to thank you for making those subsystems quick, because they're definitely just take you out of the game. They take me out of the game, so I struggle with them.
Yeah.
I'm glad
They're
you
not
fixed it.
immersive. You're very welcome. I'm glad that was favorable. I don't think subsystems are immersive. When you see a checklist in front of you, you tend to have less fun because you're not really thinking about the mechanics when you roleplay, but when you roleplay, you are doing mechanics because the effort that you're putting forth as players, I think that you guys did a tremendous job with not only engaging with the NPCs, but also the systems themselves, even without being told to. Like being told, like, now you have to do this before you get to the content. I don't like that. And that just brings us back to the research subsystem when people were being stupefied for a whole week, and that was not fun.
I think that honestly, I've thought about it a long time, and I don't know the proper fix for it, but a lot of the newer campaigns, especially compared to first edition,
Yes.
really struggle with the idea of like instant reward versus a gradual build, which is
Yes.
probably what you saw more in your 6 sort of book campaigns.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, just sometimes the pacing of like even in book, what was it? Book 2, the pacing felt weird because you just at times you'd go do something completely random and then you'd be like, how does this all connect in? And I imagine that
It didn't.
the DMs half the time are going like, how do I put this all together at times? Because it's just it seems like a jumbled mess at the best of times. And like even the whole scenario around Rizadoya actually being a champion of Zibik, I know for a fact that is not, while it's explained in the book, it's still like, well, in book 1 it says she has a symbol of Zibik on her armor, which would, everybody would be like, oh, then she's a, champion or at least a follower of Zibik, and, and in the end, book 3, it's almost like there wasn't any sort of communication around
There wasn't.
where do we want this to start and where do we want this to end. And that's, whereas in all of the, the first edition books, those really like have a start and an end.
Yep.
And there is a through line that you can follow throughout all of them. And so, from a player perspective, like, one, hats off to Bramble for pulling this absolute mess of a campaign together.
Thank you.
But two, like, it's just it's a struggle to keep yourself invested when you're jumping from one little thing to the other, and it's like, how does this all marry together properly and actually integrate? It doesn't.
We
and that's
spent
the problem.
40 hours. We spent 40 hours struggling with that, and thank you very much for noticing it, Dante. That means a lot to us, all 3 of us who prepped this.
No, yeah, you guys did an absolutely awesome job. I will admit that I in the last sort of week or so, I've read through actually book 1, 2, and 3 of the actual campaign. And yeah, the ending. Yep. I don't know what it is. Lately, Paizo just cannot do endings for books. I don't get it. I don't get it.
They don't, because Shades
They
of
don't.
Blood is oh boy.
No.
Yes,
we're gonna stay on this
I won't-
topic. Yep.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's accurate. There's a reason why when we reviewed book 3, I had already started Wardens of Wildwood, and when we reviewed book 3, I went, no, I am not going to run this for my players. I'm not going to subject them through this. Hats off to Bramble, because he did a lot of the work. I didn't want to put in all the extra effort it required to run this dumpster fire. That's my opinion.
So, your last task, children. I've given you the thread for Paizo, Wardens of Wildwood. I want you all to collaborate together, add new thread, tell them how Bramble did, what Bramble changed, what he didn't change, and say whether or not you enjoyed. Just say it to them directly. Say, like, Paizo, I didn't like this is why. Paizo, I love this, and this is why. It'll take 30 seconds of your time. Tell them Bramble sent you. Bramble completed the adventure. Bramble is coming for you the moment you put your head down on the pillow. I hope both sides of the pillow are warm. You'll never sleep again. The bear is under your bed. Things like that.
He's shitting in your garage.
Shitting in your garage right now, James Jacob. I am shitting in your garage.
Too funny.
So that's it. That's Wardens
Is it
of Wildwood.
topic?
Oh no,
Is there a
doesn't.
particular topic we need to speak in, or just make
No.
a new post? Or?
You just make a new post, and once the first person makes a post, the next person will reply to that post with what they thought, and then the next person will reply to the thread with what they thought, and then the next person replies until all the players have done it, and then we'll link it to Tony, and then he'll post something. Just be honest with them. Give them the feedback that they need. Let them know about their masterpiece that Bramble touched. Make sure to mention my name 20 times in one sentence. Something, anything to make these people listen and wake up.
So, just to be sure what you're asking is to mention that we want more subsystems and
Yes!
more galas.
Absolutely, yes! Yes, and make sure to say thank you to Nick. Make sure to say thank you to Iron Bear, because without the both of them, I wouldn't have had the strength to make it this far. Thank you very much to all of you as players. Thank you to Nick and Iron as GMs for helping me. We all did it together. We all made it to the finish line. It's over. It's dead. Go in peace to love and serve the module.
Go in peace.
Do you guys have any questions or unanswered things that you want to know about what happened behind the scenes?
Who killed Valinar the Green?
We know that it was Tree Razor, right?
No, it was literally never mentioned at all anywhere in any subsequent book. They didn't do anything with it. They left it nebulous. They didn't really care.
Yeah.
But Bramble has already filled us on.
Yeah.
on
I mean,
this,
it was odd that
communication of.
Sorry.
But
I mean,
that was like the writer said. Even one writer said that he had like a mini quest revealing like who the assassin was, but was
Yes.
cut, correct?
Yeah,
It was cut.
everywhere.
Word count. That's one of the big things at Paizo. They cut you for word count because they want everything to fit in a 100-page book, despite the fact that a 200 or 250-page book is the same cost and the same cost shipping.
Yeah,
So,
I
It's
just
not
don't get it.
exactly the same cost, so there is a reason for page count I was searching before.
Okay, let's hear it.
Reasons. So there is the main reason for smaller books is that while I'm gonna speak from the aspect of a novel, okay? When
Yeah.
you make a 100-page novel and a 400-page novel, you
Mhm.
obviously have like 4 times the material used. But that cannot reflect on the price of the final product. So I'm not gonna spend $100 to buy a single novel because it's like 4 times bigger than a 100-page novel.
Correct.
That's one of so the
Yes.
one that shoulders the cost is the publisher. Then even if you discount that cost, there are actual costs in the bookstores themselves.
Correct.
Both due to the mass of the book and the weight, especially with shipping, like 4 times the weight, but also stuff like shelf space. So there is a limited shelf space in a store. So if you put a book that is 4 times bigger than another book, that means that you will have 4 times less books. So there are costs that get added, and that's why when you try to write a book, you are incentivized to be kept at a specific limit that will be okay for the printing press. Although the cost doesn't reflect on you, when you add all the costs together, it does get like serious. But I'm going to counter argue that
With yourself?
there isn't a need to have 100 different NPCs if you're worrying for page count.
Yeah,
And
don't have that.
essential stuff like so they could have cut different stuff and leave maybe so any competent GM, if you give him like a little blurb with a name and like even 2-3 sentences of yes, there is this werebore character that makes wines. He can make the character. He doesn't need to have like a whole lot of it. So even if you put a lot of NPCs, you can leave a lot of the GM work there, because NPCs do not need to be fully started up. They do not need to have their full backstory, the full stuff there. And they are adapted to every party differently. And there are other stuff as well. So you have so many subsystems already in the game, in the base core rule books. You can use those instead of taking space to make new subsystems for this particular campaign.
Yes.
So I'm not going to say that there isn't a reason for page count, but I am going to say that it wasn't wisely spent in this
No, it wasn't.
page count that they
No, especially since one of the 100-page books was 96 pages.
Yeah, some were just advertisements. So,
But
the thing,
like there was only 96 pages in that book, though.
Yes, we counted the thing. The thing I'm going to say is, do away with physical books entirely, make it only a PDF, and then you wouldn't have to worry about page count at all. Just make them virtual only. I mean, we're in that age now where people read on tablets and stuff. Why worry about book weight at all? Just make it a file.
A lot of revenue comes from printed book. I know a lot of people that want to have the printed book.
Yeah, but those people end up leaving it on a shelf, and then that's it.
And they can pay a few more dollars for it.
Yeah, but
If it's $25 instead of $20, if it's 200 pages instead of 100 pages, they'll be happy with that. I imagine if you need a physical book.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. The difference for you, it will be from 20 to 25, but for the printing press, it will be much bigger cost. That's the reality of printing larger books. It's like a lot of the higher cost goes inadvertently to the printing to the publisher, because you cannot push all that cost to the customer. No one will buy them.
Yep. So make books collector's edition only items. PDF standard.
We do not have enough info on how the economics of paizo goes for different sales to be able to judge if they can afford to do that. But regardless that, they could have more wisely spent the space they already have. If they were limited to space, they should have focused more on the important stuff, which did include the question who murdered the archdruid, and not put all the other crap inside.
Yes, I agree. Now, it's done. We have fulfilled our obligations to each other. Go to the forums. Kill them! Or, you know, like, discuss with them, whatever.
It's like nearly 2 o'clock in the morning here, so I'm gonna do
Oh
this
yeah, go to bed.
tomorrow.
Go to bed, go to bed, go to bed. I'm sorry, go to bed. Kill them later. Later.
No, it's still okay.
Shorts.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sleep yet. It's just that I'm not in the mental clarity to start making threats.
No, that's fine. That's perfectly fine.
And just the final point I want to sort of make on it is if you are someone who wants to run this campaign, you could make this campaign work. It will just require an absolute mountain of back-end work to make this campaign work.
40 hours.
Especially, the ending of it. And if you want to continue this campaign onto another campaign, that'll probably require even more work. And so, yes, the ending of this campaign will probably, if you run it as written, I think everybody at your table will be disappointed. It is not a heroic ending. It is we made this ending in an afternoon kind of thing.
Did you feel like the ending you got was more heroic than the ending in the book, Athanor?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, obviously our ending sets us up for Spore Wars if we wanted to go down that route, but our ending at least had consequences, and it at least provided that heroic ending, whereas the ending in the book will be determined solely by players' roles, and if you fail enough rolls, essentially you get a rocks fall, you will die kind of situation.
So I have good news for you.
Go on.
The ending that you got was designed by Andrew White, the writer of the first book, with What to Do About Rosadoya, and her doing the thing with the nuclear energy. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Go on.
No. That's actually really cool. That we sort of got an ending that was sort of envisioned at the start of the module. But yeah, again, if you're really keen on this setting, I mean, this is probably one of the few campaigns that deals so heavily with the Verduran. Pretty much covering both first and second edition. It's not a bad book, but you will have to do a lot of arm work to get it to something that both you and your players will enjoy at the end of the day. And so that's sort of my final thoughts. I'll probably reiterate this in like a forum post about it, but
please.
Yeah. Just a couple of more spots that Athanor touched here. So one is that I thoroughly enjoyed, and for me, one of the best things of this campaign was the level range. I said that before, that I've played RPGs for like close to 30 years now.
And you'd always start at level 1, right?
Yeah, so I don't really enjoy, especially Pathfinder 2, I think that most characters come around like level 6 to 8, like they complete a full functioning character with a lot of fun things to do. So it started at a good pace and it ended at a pace that was above the normal, like 10, 11. So it gave you a little bit of the higher level feel, which is like a perfect spot also for people coming from D&D, in the sense that usually D&D campaigns will end around level 10, 11, maximum 12 maybe, because at that point the game stops functioning. So breaching those levels even barely like gives a little bit of high level feeling without burdening the GM with over the top abilities, over the top spells and stuff that could potentially make even DMing in Pathfinder, which is more balanced, but still crazy things happen on higher levels. So I did enjoy the level range a ton. Although what Ethanor touched about continuation, I don't think they have think it properly with the rest. So there isn't a campaign starting at 13. So if you want to continue on with one of the higher level adventure paths, usually those start at 11. So there is this 2-level gap that you will either have to fast forward or you will be overpowered.
Good news! Spore Wars does that in its own first chapter.
Yeah, or you will have to overburden the GM with increasing every single monster, every single trap, every single society stuff happening to a reasonable thing that you are 2 level higher is almost full level on, and I think it's a wasted opportunity compared to having a campaign path that is 13 to 20 instead of 11 to 20, but having more things, higher content of you being on that level 20, because usually campaigns you reach the level 20 and there is 2 or 3 sessions left, and then it's over. So if you start at 13 and you got those levels, you have the opportunity to fill that space with, it's not 2 sessions of level 20, it is half a book of level 20 or something like that. At least that's my view of how they could capitalize on using that different level format compared to the format of 1 to 11, 11 to 20. So they could do something 5 to 13, 13 to 20, but more content to do on the 20 rather than just having 1 or 2 days and then it's over.
Yeah. Excellent point. Really good point about max level play and whatnot. Scott, bare your soul to us.
For the last bit of the campaign, I missed a good few sessions, but for the ones I was there for,
overall, tell us overall.
Overall, it was better in the beginning. It felt better in the beginning, I think.
I agree.
Overall, I just didn't really care about where the story progressed. It just wasn't something I particularly invested in as it went along.
When did you stop caring? Tell me, what point? Was it after book 1, or when Rosadoya got elected by the Druids? Or was it after book 2, when Rosadoya failed to show up at any point?
I think right after the end of book 1 is when I,
Routeweflage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. I agree, Andrew White's book 1 was the strongest out of all of them.
For the siege bit, I don't know. I didn't think it felt particularly like a siege, even with all the specific skill checks or anything.
Mm-hmm.
It felt like we do 1 dungeon to get to a place, and then we do 3 or 4 other dungeons.
So things felt disjointed in the siege, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Or just, it didn't feel like it was supposed to, I guess.
You held the artifact for much of this campaign. Did you actually feel powerful with this artifact in it? What did the artifact mean to you once you guys got it?
When I first got it, I did use 1 or 2 of the spells from it. I never got to use the big ability from it. So it didn't really feel that impactful, I'll say.
What do you think the campaign purpose of this artifact was?
To give a
Do not have it used by Rosadoya.
to give a
That's
nature
it?
caster in the party some kind of themed artifact. That's the only thing it felt like it was to me.
Okay.
I mean, it will be a perfect artifact for Bloodlords, but the thing is, if you gave an ability that kills everything around you, friend and foe alike, and turns everyone to mushrooms, and zombie mushrooms at that mindlessly attack everyone in sight, even innocents and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It fits Bloodlords much better than Wildwood.
All right.
Hey. Just one thing that I want to mention, because I just caught on that. You said that the chat with Zibik will be after the fight with Ruzadoya?
Immediately after. The second she hits the ground, Zibik says, like, you were here to kill Ruzadoya. She was obviously right about everything. Okay, answer all these questions and I'll see whether or not I destroy, like Andoran and Taldor.
Because in my opinion, it's like in heroic fantasy, you want to end with a bang. You want to end with a fight.
Never with.
I wouldn't like it if it was like if they portrayed Zibik as stupid when we got there and we had to first convince him that we have to kill Ruzadoya.
Yep.
And like if we failed, it will make the fight harder. And if we succeeded, it will make the fight easier. I wouldn't like it, but I will accept it. But having like this whole heroic fantasy, and you end with the fight, and then suddenly you go
debate
goes, okay, roll your diplomacy now. I was like, okay.
And the worst
hero point. You've got no resources left. You roll terribly after a fight that you just had a glorious victory with, and he destroys the world.
The thing is, you can fail the campaign at that point, even after defeating Ruzadoya. And that feels even more anticlimactic.
Yeah, that's why I say I wouldn't like it if they have him as stupid and you have to win him first and then do the fight. But I will accept it. I will understand, let's say, if they give a narrative reason why. But having the talk after the big fight, like all heroic tales end with the big fight. They do not end with the talk at the end of the fight. Like it's happily thereafter after the fight.
Is it happily thereafter for the elves of Keonan? Well, we'll see.
Who cares about the elves? They're
oh my god!
Let them go back to their own home.
Oh god. So, final thoughts. This is your moment. This will be it. This will be the last session of Wardens of Wildwood. Thank goodness. Say your piece. Say it now, or let it be unsaid forever.
So, my final thoughts, and I have spoken way too much, is that I did enjoy it mostly due to the party. So I had a blast playing this campaign, not because of the campaign, but because of the people running and playing the campaign.
Well, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. And thank you to the other players as well. That's the highest praise I've ever heard when the player compliments the other players. That's really great.
Yeah, I want to say the same thing. It's like, the campaign sucked, but the group is awesome.
Shared suffering made us grow closer together.
But fucking carried away.
Yeah. That's it. I release you into the wild. Go into the forums and spread chaos and destruction, my children.
Just want to say thanks again, guys. This has been an absolutely awesome campaign because of you guys and not because of the actual content. So, appreciate you all very much. Yeah.
See you at Session 0 for Spore Wars. I shall announce when.
Awesome. See you then.
Yep.
See you guys.
Read the player's guide again.
Read it again.
Done.
Read it fucking again. The Talking Bear's gonna make you fucking do it again.